Hello everyone, Drew here. Today I'm going to be reviewing Everspace Stellar Edition for the Nintendo Switch. Everspace is a science fiction roguelite based on ship-to-ship space combat with some resource gathering and upgrading mixed in. Now, your first steps in Everspace, although you won't see them this time through for me, are a brief tutorial on how to control your ship. Throughout the game, you can Hive on your ship, which is Human Interface Virtual Entity. It's an AI that accompanies us. He does explain most new things we encounter, but overall there is a lack of hand-holding, which I usually appreciated. Combat in Everspace is a smooth experience. Your ship is responsive, and even without the upgrade system, the capabilities of your ship will improve as you get better at handling your joystick and understanding how the NPC ships move. The in-grade upgrade system can start off a little slow right along with your piloting skills, but once you start consistently reaching even the first jump gate, you'll find your upgrades coming more and more frequently. Now, when it comes to gameplay, I only really have one or two components, which you're kind of seeing right now. They center around the throttle. Now, first of all, no matter what ship I'm in or how well upgraded it is, I always feel like I'm moving awful slow. And my other issue is, after years of playing like X-Wing, TIE Fighter, other games like that, I'm used to using certain tactics to evade fire and to break those situations where your opponent's ship is just constantly flying across your screen and disappearing and flying across your screen and disappearing. And usually my tactics for that have involved adjusting my speed to be either just a little bit slower or a little bit faster than my opponent. The problem that I have in Everspace is that you only really have three speeds. You can go full forward, or you can stop completely, or you can go full reverse. Stopping itself also feels a little bit awkward because I understand you have inertial stabilizers or something like that on your ship, but there is very little, as you can see, there's almost no drift in the stopping. I guess that's okay, it just feels a little awkward and uncomfortable. Everspace does have a lot of different layers of activities that you can participate in. Most of them, even simple trading, are locked behind your upgrade path. That is probably a good thing, however, because there is a lot to learn, and if you tried to learn it all at once while also dying frequently, it would probably be an exercise in frustration. Overall, for gameplay, I give Everspace an 8 out of 10. Everspace Stellar Edition does come with its own art book built in. A quick review of that shows that a good bit of thought was put into graphic design, making sure the ships look complete and look like they serve the purpose they're intended to. that all looks well and good. When I first died for the first time, when I saw the explosion, though, I thought it was kind of meant to be ironic because it was just that
A direct
bad.
monetary reward for your endeavors.
Since then, I've not been able to kind of unsee that there's a lot of really blocky graphics at different places throughout the game, but that by no means applies to everything. The backdrops, the space backdrops, are definitely beautiful, if a little repetitive, especially when there's lightning storms mixed in. For a game from a small studio like Rockfish Games, the graphics really are not that bad. I would give them about a 7 out of 10, but for perspective, I will very rarely give a 10 out of 10. I don't have a lot to say about the sound. It's not especially memorable. It does a pretty good job of reflecting a mix of the emptiness of space, contrasting with the intensity of combat. The music seems to consist of a few short loops, so it can get a little repetitive. I'd give it a 7 out of 10 for sound. Overall, I am going to give Everspace Stellar Edition a 7.5 out of 10. If, like me, you're a fan of both space simulators and roguelites, it is worth a try, but probably also worth waiting for a good sale price first. If you do try Everspace, I recommend keeping up with reading the codex for a surprisingly deep story, but be careful of the art book. It is fully unlocked from the start and definitely contains some spoilers. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. If you liked it, drop me a comment and click that subscribe button. I am just starting out here and would welcome constructive suggestions or feedback.